Welcome all you Plus 2 Comedy modifiers to another episode of the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast. I'm your host as always, TV's Noah Houlihan, and we have a fantastic episode with the Cyberhawks 2000 from Chikara Pro. I'm recording this from my laundry room because there's construction outside, and I had to film an intro so that we can get the episode up. So, without any further ado, take it away.
Who's ready for a podcast?
Me!
Yeah.
Certainly.
Who's here to do other things currently being annoyed by a podcast? We got the Cyberhawks here, and they don't even notice us. This is the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast coming to you live from Gamers Vault. That's 175 Route 70 in Medford, New Jersey. I'm your host, as always, TV's Noah Houlihan, joined, as always, by the VR troopers to my Power Rangers, Mr. Will Liam. How you doing, Will?
Now, I'm trying to remember the VR troopers.
Yeah, don't
I
waste
had
the
a
brain cells
toy of
on it.
theirs I bought at a yard sale
Yeah.
that was one of their monsters. Because I thought they were like a really popular, not-so-childy show in Japan. Kamen Riders.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well done. How you doing?
I feel better now that I remembered that piece of trivia.
Not who's there, the B show.
Yeah, it's the B show.
Hello, Mr. Will.
Hi, robot.
Oh, excuse me.
Our guests this week are from Chikara Pro Wrestling. Please give it up for Razerhawk and Danjerhawk, the Cyberhawks 2000.
Kaka. Yes, it's very, very good to be here.
They're giving it up
Thanks
in the
for
chat.
having us.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which-
thank you so much for coming.
Now, for the sake
Yes.
of the listeners, whom is whom?
I am Danjerhawk.
All right.
And I am Razerhawk.
There we go. All right. Established.
Yes, indeed.
Is your name not pronounced Danjerhawk?
No, it is not.
I thought it was exclusively pronounced
No.
Danjerhawk.
Why does everybody say that?
Yeah.
Dangerhawk.
Danjerhawk.
Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it just feel good to pronounce it that way?
Yeah,
does
say it.
tickle
Do
a
it.
little
Do it
bit,
one
too.
time.
I will not.
Okay.
Okay.
I prefer.
Dangerhawk is very serious business.
Yes.
Well, you've recently just debuted in Chikara Pro, and here we are trying to change your identity in the way you pronounce your name.
Yes.
I mean, you should know, even though we're pronouncing it more correctly. But you guys are, of course, the fliest tag team in all of cyberspace.
Oh, absolutely. We are the fliest team of the new millennium. And
There
don't
we
you
are.
forget it.
And,
I wasn't accusing you of having a bad memory. I was
oh, yeah,
just,
I would
man,
never
just
forget it. I
said
would never, ever forget it. But Razor, I do have to start with this, because you're in a very different place than you were when we originally had you on the show.
Indeed.
We talked about maybe coming back and bringing Silverhawk with you, but unfortunately that is not possible. Are you okay to talk about this?
I think enough time has passed. It's not as sore of a subject as it used to be. And it really only becomes so when people like Hermit Crab or Kobold kind of poke the bear. No, it's
This is my
just one of
favorite
those
out of
things that
context
happens. Pardon?
That was a very odd sentence if someone doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yes, indeed.
In fact, what happened? What are we talking about?
Yeah, maybe we should start there. Can you tell us what Chikara is?
Okay, we're going to go all the way back.
Let's go back to the
for the
very
folks
beginning.
at home that may not be
Excellent.
aware of why we have the flyest tag team in all of
Chikara-
cyberspace on.
Chikara is a fantastic professional wrestling organization. We are effectively a comic book come to life. We put on family-friendly events where you can come and see us display great feats of athleticism and agility, and see myself and my partner Danjerhawk do some sick flips. Yes, indeed. But
That's true.
yeah, we've been doing this for quite some time. Well, I mean, you just started, but I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and goodness, the company's been in business. We're coming up on our 16-year
Yeah,
anniversary
16
show.
years.
That's going to be very, very fly. But yes, professional wrestling is not without its perils, I guess
Yes.
you could say. And one such peril befell my compatriot Silverhawk. We were wrestling the team of Oceania and Murloc, the creatures of the deep, and we have been in a great feud with them for, goodness, well over a year, I would say at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We've been battling them in very heated contests. Oceania less so. She just turned to the dark side, but I digress. Anyway, it was a very, very physical contest, and one which saw Silverhawk be effectively dismantled.
Now, dismantled isn't a term I'd use for a human. That seems like something that would happen to a robot.
It's a colloquialism, Mr. Will. Turn of phrase.
Yeah.
But like a doctor
Slang
wouldn't
terms.
dismantle your uncle.
No.
It's called surgery.
He would dismantle my uncle.
Well, because your uncle would be some sort of old computer, I would imagine.
What?
Or maybe that chess-playing robot. I don't know.
A chess-playing robot?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds very, very fly.
Razerhawk is pouring his heart out, talking about his fallen comrade, and you want to begrudge him for his vocabulary.
I'm just saying there's evidence that points towards robot.
Okay. Well, let's
There's
keep
evidence that points toward you being a turnip.
A turnip?
Oh my!
You know what? I've thought this for years.
That I'm a turnip?
Yes, indeed.
No. Hold on. I don't know anything about turnips.
That's what a turnip would say.
Yes, that's exactly what a turnip would
they-
say. As I was saying,
Primary star.
Silverhawk fell victim to their finishing maneuver, the tidal wave. And then they couldn't leave well enough alone and just pin us for the 1, 2, 3. No. Oceania directed Murloc to give Silverhawk an emerald flosion after emerald flosion after emerald flosion, dropping him on his neck over and over again until he couldn't move his legs. So, he was sent back to Cybertron for repairs and upgrades.
Yes. And, we wish him the best, and we'd like to see him back someday, and we understand that we can't be here right now. But we do have Danjerhawk here.
Yes, you do.
Yes, and Danjerhawk, you made your debut very recently in the Infinite Gauntlet.
Yes.
And you walked out with a golden opportunity, which is unbelievable. In your first match, you entered a match that had 33 competitors, and you walked out the victor almost as an unknown entity. So,
Yes.
How did you prepare for such a matchup?
I watched the tapes of every single competitor in the Infinite Gauntlet. Dasher Hatfield, Juan Francisco de Coronado, the Proteus Wheel. I could keep going on and on.
Yeah.
But I watched
There's
all
about
the tapes.
32 names you could say.
Exactly. But I watched all 32 competitors, scouted them, and then I destroyed them.
All right. I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, you walked into the Poconos and you walked out with a golden opportunity.
This is true.
And for those who may not know, what exactly is a golden opportunity?
Well, basically, with my golden opportunity, I have the option of choosing whichever champion I want in Chikara for a title match.
Right.
Yes.
Any thoughts on when you're going to use that?
That's classified.
It's classified. All right. Okay.
Yes, he's keeping his plans very, very close to his chest.
Yes.
Understand. So, Razerhawk, do you not know what Danjerhawk plans to do with his golden opportunity?
Nope.
It's classified even
Oh,
to you.
We've talked about it, but, I mean, hey, he's his own man, you know?
All right. I was just wondering. Because you guys, as I've been saying, very fly tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, you could use those for those tag team gold, the Campeonatos de Parejas.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And then,
We'll
of
see
course.
just how fly of a tag team we are this Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, yes. What's going on this Saturday?
This Saturday, we take on the dirty duo of Cornelius Crummels and Sonny Defarge. Yes, indeed. It's going to be your first outing against these guys.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited. I think that you're gonna wow some people.
That I will. I will also destroy them.
All right.
Bring
Bent
your-
on
bring your hand
destruction,
sanitizer.
Yes.
Danjerhawk. Danjerhawk. I'm going to say it that way.
it's
I'm
better.
sorry.
Yes,
That's the way it's going to go.
Definitely better.
So would you say that there's more of a mentor-student relationship between the two of you, or are you colleagues? Like, what is? I don't know if there's different ranks in the Cyberhawks.
In terms of the ranks, we don't need to get into that, but it's
This is
Well, I mean,
our
we don't-
subject?
We don't need to, but
Then I'd sure like to. Like, is he like a cyber scout right now before he gets to be a full member?
not exactly. Danjerhawk has a very, very special rank in the Cyberhawks 2000 organization.
What is it?
Classified.
Oh,
There you go.
I was gonna guess danger.
Well, it's in his name and it's in his color, so you can kind of guess what kind of operations he specializes in.
Yes. And red, of course, the most dangerous color.
And the fastest color.
Yes.
This is true.
But he's new to this planet, so I've taken it upon myself to show him the ropes. Nighthawk is usually very busy with all of his work, and he's also very, very grumpy.
Yes. The cranky one.
He's the cranky member of the Cyberhawks?
That he is.
Which one's the cute one?
That would be me.
That would
Okay,
be,
fair.
no,
Oh, uh-oh.
that's me.
I thought you would be the bad boy of the group.
Oh, yeah.
I could be cute and the bad boy.
Yeah, but...
That's part of my appeal.
You're gonna hug all the roles in the Cyberhawks?
Yes.
Wait a second here.
Uh-oh.
He's getting cranky. He could be all of
Are
them.
you Justin Timberlake of our InSync?
Yes.
Oh, no, he's going to leave you.
I am Beyonce.
You know, he's the
Oh.
Beyonce of your
That is it,
Destiny
right?
child.
That is how you pronounce it, right?
No, you got it. You nailed it.
Beyonce. Of Destiny's child.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh,
I am Destiny's child. That too.
Oh, all right.
All right.
I was with
know
you
what?
for
I'm
a
not gonna
moment,
argue
and
with
then
that.
you made some twists and turns in there.
You make a very strong argument.
Yes. The chat is saying that you're all the cute one.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
So,
thank you.
Yeah.
there
So,
we go.
so we will never get to the bottom of the debate of who is the cute one of the Cyberhawks, unfortunately. So, Dangerhawk, you are like new to the group, so I don't know a lot about you. Like, how did you get into wrestling?
Well, I paid attention to my comrades, Nighthawk and Razerhawk, as they came to this planet.
Right.
And I decided this is what I wanted to do. I mean, I get to go do cool things like bring my katana to Anniversario.
He's bringing a katana to Anniversario?
Yes.
Now, do you have a katana? Or you're just naming things you can see right now.
No, I have a katana.
Okay.
That's a good thing to check. It's
don't
a good
have
thing to check.
I was looking
We
at a
might
katana
get
when
you
he
a
said katana.
We might get you a katana.
Yes.
If you're good.
I am good.
Okay.
I want
I hear he's good and cute and a bad boy.
Mhm.
I just want him to promise he's not going to use the katana on Crumbles or Defarge.
more like Murloc. That's what I was thinking.
I think that's a
might be okay
wise
with
move, knowing Murloc.
Yes.
Don't know that the director of Fun, Bryce Remsburg, would be okay with that, but I might be okay with that.
Research department, can you see if katanas are fun? I think they're fun.
Yeah,
I would
they seem
put them
fun.
They look fun.
pretty
Yeah.
high on fun.
Okay. We'll get you a katana.
Ah, nice.
All right, fun but banned is what I'm getting. Fun but banned. Thank you, research department.
There we go.
There's also people offering up swords in the chat. So
Oh, yeah.
Great.
if you would like a
Oh,
sword,
no.
we have some.
I want to keep the sharp objects away from Danjerhawk. Okay?
As the
Well,
Earthlings
that's what
say,
makes him so dangerous.
Yeah.
as the Earthlings say, slide in my DMs.
You have a sword for Dangerhawk. Slide into his DMs.
Yes.
Do that right now. So,
you have a s-
Dangerhawk, since you're new to this planet, like, what's your impressions of Earth? What are you a fan of?
I must say, this Earth is very. There's some good and there's some bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like Murloc,
all right.
Hermit
all right.
Crab, and Oceania. But then you also have my friend Razor.
All right.
Well, he's from
Hello.
Cybertron.
Yeah,
But
he's
he's
not
here.
he's not a
All
good
right.
representation
I'm
of
here
Earth.
and I'm making the Earth a better place every day.
Yeah.
Caw.
That's true. That's true. I can't argue it.
My new friends, the Ants. Thief
Ants are
Ant
from Earth.
And Green Ant.
Yes, yeah, all right.
And the almighty director of fun, Bryce Remsburg.
The almighty director of fun.
Yes.
Hey man, how do you like this Earth food?
Yeah. Do you
Uh,
eat food?
Yes.
Okay. Good
my
to know.
favorite is pizza. Is that what it is?
All right.
No, that's a good
Yeah.
choice. Yeah.
Pizza. Indeed.
Pizza?
It's a
Yeah.
popular one.
With
Yeah.
extra cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
This kid's all about the cheese. I don't get it.
Yes.
But,
I don't know what the air quotes were supposed to imply there.
Cheese.
It's
Extra
microchips, Noah.
cheese.
He uses air quotes for pretty much anything. He's very skeptical about what we do on what Earthlings do on this planet. It's very weird.
Speaking of skeptical
Okay.
and Earthlings,
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I
Here it
thought
comes.
I was here for a live episode of Crime Files to expose Betsy Ross and Preston Blathers.
Oh man.
You lied to me,
No.
Razor.
What's happening?
Well, I got some of that understood. Preston Blathers is the ring announcer for Chikara.
Okay.
Betsy Ross
That's not all he is.
is a referee for Chikara.
Okay.
But I don't know why we're exposing them. Why are we exposing them?
Because they
I'm
are
all
obvious.
for exposing Preston Blathers.
He's too nice.
He's too nice.
Obviously an evildoer.
Okay.
He's up to something.
All right. What do you think he's up to?
I don't know,
You don't.
but I will find out soon. I came here because I thought I would get some help.
Okay. I mean, any help that you need.
I may have coerced him into coming here
Yes.
by telling
Lying.
him that it was a little fib.
Okay.
Razerhawk, I'm a
I'm
little
sorry,
upset.
buddy. We're not going to be investigating Preston Blathers here today.
I mean, we can.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. But Razerhawk, you've been on this show before. You mean you couldn't convince Danjerhawk to come on this show?
He just wanted to sit in his room and watch television.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of fun. I enjoy doing that as well.
Yes.
But the only way to coerce him out was to try to expose a ring announcer?
He's
He is
very
not-
dedicated to this cause.
He is not just a ring announcer. He is up to something.
He's up to something.
Now, why do you say that?
He's too nice.
All right.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, that
Smile.
is. I don't like people that are too.
He's
nice.
got a good smile, man.
He does not have a good smile. He has
Okay.
a creepy smile.
Oh, I hate a creepy smile.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
I think I hate this man that
Yes.
you're
He's an
talking
ugly
about.
man. He's an ugly man.
Oh, jeez.
Well, but what about Betsy Ross?
She's up to something as well.
What could she
she's making the
possibly be up
flag,
to?
I think.
No.
No.
That's not.
Oh, okay.
It's just a similar name, Will.
Oh, okay.
You're being ridiculous.
Oh, you're right.
It's,
My
it's
bad.
the same name as the lady who made the flag of the. Yeah, it's a history thing.
Yeah.
As you can see,
You
that's-
don't know your 1700th Earth history.
He'll get there.
American
He'll get there.
Earth history.
That is
Come
clearly
on
an
now,
alias.
Rome wasn't built in a day. Danjerhawk didn't learn the entire history of the Earth in 2 months.
You say this, and that makes me realize that is clearly an alias.
Yeah, I think so
You don't
too.
think that's a real name?
No, I do not. And Preston Blathers might not be his real name either.
Sounds made up.
Yes.
Well, I guess Razerhawk isn't my
Yeah, I don't
real
know
name.
anybody.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't think Danjerhawk is your real name. I think your real name is Danjerhawk.
No, it is not.
All right.
It is Danjerhawk.
That's just.
He,
all right.
walked, he
Just-
walked right into that one.
Yeah, he
That I did.
I got real excited to tell that joke. Let me tell you.
I'm sorry, buddy. It was funny.
So,
fine.
why are you suspicious of Betsy Ross?
Because she says she's working with Preston Blathers.
Oh.
She says Preston Blathers is her underling.
What?
Yes,
We're blowing
did
this
she say
case
that?
wide
Yeah, that-
open.
she said this. She said this to me.
You could put a lemon meringue pie in front of this guy, and he'd be skeptical of it.
She said it.
I'm usually
is
skeptical
true.
of pies on comedy shows.
Yeah.
But,
Yes. They're up to something.
all
And I will
right.
find out
all
what.
right.
With or without your help.
I
We
will gladly
said
help.
I'd help you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great.
I don't know what I can do
I'm
right
throwing
now.
out every wild theory I could come up
All right,
with.
so it's settled. Mr. Will is going to help Danjerhawk on his quest to expose Preston Blathers and Betsy Ross for something.
Yes.
Possibly they're the same person. Is that what we're thinking?
Ooh, I do. I think
Yes.
that right now.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen them in the same room at the same time?
It's a Jewel Ricky Martin
I
situation.
have.
You
Oh.
have?
Yes.
Oh well, that's
Oh, never mind.
that
on
kind
one,
of
I
hurts.
guess.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, you're
that's
gonna
some
be
pretty
telling
bad
me that
evidence.
The Earth is flat.
I would never say that.
No, it's hollow. It can't be flat if it's hollow.
Yes,
It's
that's
hollow.
just.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. It's filled with liquid magma.
No. There's a whole nother one on the inside.
What?
With
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Will, you're gonna
Oh,
need.
I think I froze them up.
You're
Like
gonna
Tecna
need some
Village
facts
from
here.
Earthbound.
Yeah. Or Land of the Lost. It's one of those situations.
Oh, I loved Land of the Lost.
See? I knew he'd
Yes,
he'd
indeed.
get me there. But they were in a hollow earth. The station wagon fell through the ground into the hollow earth.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, see? Hollow. Facts.
Thanks, Will. Much appreciated. It's really awesome.
Fantastic.
So, Razerhawk, you and Nighthawk also recently had a match with the Closers
Yes.
for those Campeonatos de Parejas. Didn't go well. Didn't go as planned.
Kind of apropos that you should bring that up. Right before we went on the air, Nighthawk tweeted out that he will not be able to make our match at Anniversario.
Really?
no.
Yes, in the match with the closers, who have become really, really ruthless.
Yes.
Since winning Los Campeonatos de Parejas. Goodness, myself and Silverhawk, we faced them many times before, and they were never so unforgiving. At the end of our match, not the end of our match, it was the end of the, goodness, it was the first fall. I'm sorry, my memory,
It's freezing up on you.
It's been a rough couple of weeks
it has
for
been a really
Razerhawk.
rough couple of weeks. But Nighthawk got dropped right on his head. Sloan Caprice hit him with a pile driver, and I was out on the outside when all of this was happening. I was only told this by goodness, people in the back. If there's one thing I know about Nighthawk, it's that he is relentless in his resolve to do the work that he is tasked to do. And the fact that he will not be able to wrestle at Anniversario, I know that eats him up.
Right.
It saddens me.
Right.
I'm sure you're disappointed.
Yes.
I mean, we
It's
just
tough to
found
go
out
against your
about this.
programming. Yeah.
So this is breaking news on the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast
Like,
right now.
literally just tweeted this out. Basically, he got dropped on his head, had a stinger, and a bruised neck. And
Is a stinger a medical term?
Yeah, a stinger is when you lose like feelings in your extremities for a brief time.
Okay,
yeah,
I see.
basically, it compressed his spinal cord. He lost feeling for a little bit, and we thought that he was going to be okay. He had matches scheduled in New England just
Yes,
this past weekend, and he wasn't able to make them. He said, "I don't want to be going into this without being 100%." And we thought that he was going to be okay in time for Anniversario in a little over a week. But I guess he won't be okay, and now we've got to figure out what we're going to do, because what are we going to do? Are we going to face Oceania, Hermit Crab, and Murloc 2-on-3?
Yes.
Oh, it's
That's a
hey.
little quick to jump in with it. I mean, I know that
gotta do what we
you're
gotta
really
do.
good at overcoming odds and stuff.
This is true.
Danjerhawk, but I think perhaps a third person, or I don't think you want to go into a handicap match.
I don't know that
against-
we want to go into a handicap match either.
I mean, he'll have a katana.
at the end.
This is true.
We're gonna have to run this by Bryce.
Perhaps
But
two.
yeah, I mean, hey, to
Two
bring it,
katanas.
to bring it back to what you were.
Oh, so
I
you are
guess
just naming
initially
things you
asked.
can see.
But yeah,
I like it.
We lost that match.
Yeah, and so now you're heading into Anniversario, possibly in a handicap situation. Why? I'd like to ask you, what your game plan is, but since this is, new information, I know you didn't have much time to strategize here.
No, we were thinking about all the different tandem offense that we were going to use. The stuff that we worked on in Connecticut when me, Silverhawk, and Nighthawk faced Hermit Crab, the Crawdad, and Murloc. We were going to use some of that and see how we fare. But this really throws a wrench into our gears.
I'm concerned about all these sea creatures teaming up together.
Yes.
As a land creature, this concerns me.
Yes. The ever since the appearance of Oceania, all of the sea creatures have been taking a knee to her. So she's been basically wielding them as weapons almost. So it's been mayhem at Chikara.
Now, could you make another Cyberhawk?
Could we make another
Yeah.
Cyberhawk?
I mean,
I
Danjerhawk.
suppose another Cyberhawk could be sent from Cybertron, but
Yes.
Okay, I mean,
I
we're
don't know that
spitballing
we-
here,
Yeah.
guys. We're trying.
I don't know that we have the ability to make that happen so quickly in time for Anniversario.
All right. I mean, I know you've been making friends with the ants, but they might be busy. I know that they have matches of their own to deal with.
Yeah, they do.
Will,
defense in that 10.
I think you're going to have to step in.
So this is part of what I agreed to.
Yeah, I think. Do you think you could take Will? Do you think you got 2 weeks? Do you
What do you
think?
Mm-mm.
Sure.
No.
All right.
No.
Why not?
All right,
Let's do
cool.
it.
Hold on.
Okay,
Because Murloc has killed more than one person, right?
Murloc has killed many people.
And I do not wrestle or want to die.
Okay,
So,
Would you like a katana?
yes.
all right.
Well, there we go.
All right.
That sounds pretty good.
Razerhawk, Danjerhawk, and Will with the katana.
Boom.
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna happen, guys.
the Cyberhawks 2000 and
Featuring Will.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Will's there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I could clap supportively, and I think that'll help.
yeah, I think that'll help.
Awesome.
You'll be there, right? It's
Sure.
at the Wrestle
Not-
Factory in Philadelphia.
Yeah. I could be at the match.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's all the support we'll need from you.
You're
All right,
good.
yeah.
That's all I am capable of
Yeah,
giving.
they're big into like the high flying tandem moves.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff. So you
that's
can.
always been my strength.
Good. All right. Good. All right.
In all
cool.
seriousnly, though, we got to talk about this later.
Yes.
I'm,
right.
Will, you've been
We
cut
will.
out. I
That's
thought I
fine.
had you in.
No,
I
we're
thought
good.
I had you in, but I guess it's not.
He's a
There's
big ocean
the
monster.
big fans of Will Hawk.
Uh-oh.
man.
Will Hawk in the chat.
I kind of like that, actually.
I don't know if they have time to hawk you up, but switching gears.
Sorry, all right. Switching gears.
We like to geek out on this show, and we do it with a show called, or a segment called "What You Watching, What You Reading, What You Playing." It's where we talk about what we're watching, what we're reading, and what we're playing. Razerhawk, it's great to have you back and part of the group. What have you been watching?
What have I been watching?
What have you been watching?
What have I been watching? Oh, goodness. I haven't been watching a whole heck of a lot. I've just been doing a lot of training. I guess, what's really been taking my interest is the WWF. Yes, ever since they bought WCW, it's been pandemonium.
Took me.
Yes.
Indeed. Goodness, there was just that match.
No, this is the World Wildlife Federation.
the World Wrestling Federation.
Yes. It's a foundation,
go.
World Wildlife Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah,
Not.
yeah.
It wasn't
For over
pandas
30
fighting.
years,
No, it wasn't
the,
pandas fighting.
Premier strength in professional wrestling.
Yes.
Okay.
WWF.
Mhm.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm
Yeah.
very familiar
Rock.
with Stone Cold
Yeah.
Steve Austin.
Chris Jericho.
Smells whisky.
Mankind.
Triple H.
There you go.
Mankind.
Very
The
cool.
Undertaker. Chris
Rikishi.
Benoit.
Name them all.
Yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, they just had that match with Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin, the two-man power trip, taking on Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently, Triple H tore his quadriceps
Yes.
muscle.
Did not
Remember this.
walk back on his own power.
No, he certainly didn't.
No. Yeah,
But hey,
didn't
he got
didn't
one
think you would enjoy that
Yeah,
much,
I
but
didn't really. Took some pleasure out of that.
Him and Stone Cold are a very nasty duo.
yeah.
Ever since Stone Cold decided, I want to join Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 17.
Oh, I do remember this.
Yes.
Hey, beat The Rock senseless with a steel chair. That wasn't very fly. Not very
not
fly at all.
Not fly. I'm gonna go on record and say not fly.
No, not at all.
Normally, I wouldn't be as ballsy as to say something negative about Stone Cold Steve Austin while being filmed, but it wasn't fly. Wasn't fly that he did that.
He used to be the anti-authority guy.
Yeah.
Now he's working for Vince.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit.
Anyway, that's what I've been watching.
Hopefully, he
All right.
doesn't make any bad film choices coming up.
yeah. In the future, that would be terrible. Danjerhawk. Have you been watching anything besides doing the research for the Infinite Gauntlet?
I also have been watching the WWF
I
until.
don't know what these hair
Yeah,
quotes
why
mean.
is you-
What are you doing with the air quotes, man?
What do you mean?
The thing you just did.
Yeah.
With
Why
your
is
hands
this? Why
there.
is this in
what
quotes?
do you say? What did I do?
Like, is it
You
not
did
really
this.
the
No, I did not.
WWF?
No,
or-
you absolutely did do
Yeah,
that.
Roll, yeah. Roll back the cameras.
Yeah, we're filming.
There you go.
All right. So what have you been watching?
The WWF until
Uh-oh.
I saw those thieves. Too cool.
Oh, you don't like Too Cool?
No. Stealing our tagline. Too fly.
Did they call themselves Too Fly?
No.
What-
But I don't like it's too close to too fly. Too cool is too close to too fly.
You do you think you own the
Yes,
word
we do.
two?
Yes.
Do we, what?
Now, does yours have the
T-O-O?
number
word two?
Yes.
When did we get the rights to the word two?
or the number 2? Which one is it?
The rights to the word too.
TOO.
Yes.
Do we have those rights?
Yes.
Can I see the paperwork for this?
Classified.
Well, that's classified.
No, I've got merch ideas.
But either way, we did it
Just
first.
a shirt that says 2.
I would totally buy a shirt that just said 2.
Well,
all
I'll
right.
make you a shirt that says 2.
Oh, I'm very excited to have this shirt.
Excellent. Yes, it's going to be
Big
a
fan
fine
of the
font.
Cyberhawks 2000, so I have
Helvetica.
this 2 shirt.
And they will get a cease and desist.
Okay, you did it again.
Yeah.
Did what?
With your fingers
the
there.
Things.
You malfunctioning?
Are
You're
you not? Are they
aware?
not really going to receive it, or?
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't understand what you're doing.
I'm not doing anything.
You
I'm
are
speaking.
absolutely doing this.
No, you caught it. But that's
heard the
good.
man.
You're,
They're
you're
gonna get a
becoming more
cease and
part of the
desist.
team,
Oh, good.
which is good.
A C&D. A Crumbles and Defarge. Wait, what?
They're getting a katana.
They're
Don't.
not going to get a katana.
in their organs.
They're going to get an air show is what they're going to get.
I think the strategy of Danjerhawk is to be as confusing as possible so you don't see
And
the
then stab
katana
you.
coming. So I'm sorry that you're not a big fan of Cool, which is what we'll just call them
Yes.
from now on.
Good.
Legally.
Scotty Hottie and Grandmaster Sexy. I would love to see that match,
Oh, this is
honestly.
fantastic.
I'd love to see you guys take on Cool.
I refuse.
Hey, sweet me.
Sweeted. They've been sweeted. That has always been a King of Trios dream team for me that I would love to see. And I think,
Cool?
yeah, see you guys take on Cool and Rikishi.
Cool and Rikishi.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to watch out for that stink face, though.
Yeah, exactly. Get on it, Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
After you're done figuring out all the other problems
the
we brought
sword-
up earlier
the
in
sword
the show.
rules.
New
The
King
sword
of
rules.
Trios team for perhaps next season.
Yes,
indeed.
yes.
2002 King of Trios. Let's do it.
Very confusing. So we're just going to move on. And I'm going to ask Will what he's been watching.
We've been watching Westworld.
What is that?
What?
That!
What are you doing there?
What did you just do, buddy?
I hate robots.
Why does he hate robots so much?
That was weird.
And why is that relevant?
It was definitely weird for you to do that.
Yeah.
How has it been?
Well,
Good?
good.
And now you're doing it.
I'm doing it ironically.
Doesn't look like anything to me. There you go. All right, cool. Someone got it.
Sounds to me like these guys are doing a bit.
Oh, is Deadpool here now?
Hey, guys.
I love that we've been playing with Deadpool this entire time, but not acknowledging it. It's just like it's a fun toy. We can't not play with it.
Westworld season 2's all right.
It's okay.
So
There-
tell us about this Westworld.
Yeah.
Well, it's a world. It's a theme park populated by robots that look like humans.
This is where his
And
hatred
some
for
of them
robots
think
come from.
they're humans for a while. They don't know they're robots. So I don't
Oh.
know if that's anything that you would relate to or no.
Not at all.
Can't say that I do.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
So that's just a conclusion for me.
How has season 2 been? I don't watch Westworld.
Yeah, better than I thought. I wasn't excited for it because the first season was really good and then completed.
Right,
It was
right. You
like-
felt like that was the end
Yeah,
of
it's
the show.
like good job, guys. We're like season 2. Like, oh, you were done. They're trying to do. There's like timeline stuff in the first season, and they're trying to recreate it, but they're not doing a good job.
It's just disappointing.
Yeah, one of the characters they're trying to recreate that like you're not sure when something is happening in the timeline.
Gotcha.
But since they've now established the timelines for the view, like before it was just you were getting 2 stories.
Okay.
Now it's a robot, and they're like, "Oh, you're experiencing your memories out of order." I was like, "Ooh, that's a crappy reason for this to happen."
Gotcha. Gotcha. The magic is
I'm
gone.
a little disappointed.
I'm guessing Westworld isn't your show, Cyberhawks?
No, sir.
I don't
No.
think they have it yet.
Never heard of it.
Never heard
Well,
of it.
now hold on. I think you would know of a movie called Westworld.
Fight Club?
Yep.
Yeah, I
that's
think
it.
you mean Fight
Nailed
Club.
it.
I think.
No, what have you been watching?
Fight Club.
I watched Justice League.
Oh, I still haven't seen it. How is it?
It's better than I expected it to be. The thing is, like, DC is super good at making trailers for movies.
They sure are.
And Justice League is a trailer for the Flash movie, the Aquaman movie, and the Cyborg movie. Those movies are going to be pretty good based on the trailer I watched.
Tell me about this Cyborg movie.
Yeah,
Now, why would you be interested in that?
It sounds fly.
All right.
It does sound pretty fly. But basically, you know how we were wondering what it would be like if somebody saw Infinity War without seeing any of the other movies? That's what it's like watching Justice League.
Because there are no other.
It's just like, I really wonder what's happening. Like, the backstory for Cyborg is a conversation where they just go over what happened. And it's basically like if your friend told you who Thor was before you saw Infinity War. It's like, yeah, that explosion was really bad. Yeah, it turned me into this. It's so hard to control all of this. You'll do it someday. Yeah, but it'll take time. Cut away. It's like, all right, I guess that's the story.
Thor's a god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thor's a god.
He is.
Yes, he's very important to the Marvel universe. You'll see. It's coming down the line. It's gonna be great.
We'll watch some. We'll read some comics. It'll
Yeah,
be
read
fun.
some comics.
Comics. There's an episode of The Incredible Hulk that Thor's in. If you're a fan of that show.
Yeah. It's processing. But it's very interesting in that half of it is directed by Zack Snyder and half of it is directed by Josh Whedon. So basically, a very dark Zack Snyder film will happen, and then it will cut to a scene that clearly Josh Whedon threw in as a joke. And that happens, it's almost an MST3K in that like a bunch of serious stuff happens and then a Josh Whedon joke just happens out of nowhere. That like he's trying to get Aquaman on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And Aquaman goes, or Batman's talking to Aquaman. And Aquaman's like, I'm not going to join the team. A man is strongest when he's alone. Have you ever heard that saying? Batman goes, no, that's not a saying. That's the opposite of a saying. And then it just cuts, and that's just the end of that scene. So it's very silly, but it's better than I expected. We're already like low on time because we've been having so much fun with the Cyberhawks. So I'm going to ask Razor, what are you reading or playing? You're only going to have time for one, unfortunately.
I've been playing a lot of Earthbound.
Oh, Earthbound.
Yes, indeed. I decided to dip into that bad boy again, and I'm having a blast reliving this game. Yeah, it came out for the Super Nintendo.
Yes, indeed.
Not too terribly long ago. Mm-hmm. And I still have the strategy guide.
Oh yeah,
that it came with, yes. And goodness, if I didn't have that, that would be one heck of a game to play through. There's just so much that you miss if you don't have that guide. The characters are clever. All the dialogue is very, very witty, and yeah, it's a blast.
And the graphics advanced.
I mean, they're 16-bit graphics. What are you gonna do? You know, it's not like it's PlayStation 2.
That's true.
Is he up to PlayStation 2?
Yes, he is.
I never know the timeline. It's hard to.
It's not that hard.
No, it isn't.
No, PlayStation 2 is very fly. Come on, you got SSX.
Yeah. It's tricky.
The new Gran
tricky.
Turismo. Goodness, Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh, yeah, what a time!
Come on, man, GTA 3. Very fly. Yes.
Very cool. Very cool.
But yeah, no.
Controversial, but good.
Earthbound.
But good.
Very,
yeah,
very
I actually recently purchased Earthbound and have not played it because I'm afraid that I will stop going outside.
How much did you pay for Earthbound?
I got it as part of a bundle. I was very lucky and got it as part of a bundle. So.
Lucky ducky.
Yeah, I'm a very lucky man. I've been playing Link to the Past.
There you go.
But that's not what I'm going to talk about later.
Okay.
But Danjerhawk, based on your performance in the Nintendo World Championship, guessing gaming is not your forte.
No, it is not.
So have you been reading or playing anything good?
No, not video games.
Okay.
I do read Preston Blather's Twitter.
Oh, okay.
As well as Betsy Ross.
Is investigation part of the investigation?
Yes, that's part of the investigation.
All right,
I'm looking for clues on who they really are.
All right, okay.
What are their Twitter names are the same as?
Yes.
All right, so there's
At
no
Preston
evidence there.
It's not like at fake Preston Blathers or anything like that.
Preston Blathers is up to something.
Preston Blathers, pseudonym. So how long have you been investigating these two?
Since my arrival on Earth.
Oh, we
Okay.
got right on it, huh?
Since my first meeting with them. The first time I met them, I realized they are the evil in Chikara.
Really?
They're
Yes.
not the evil
Not the
Chikara, man. Come
murdered
on.
ocean monster, huh?
He's evil too.
Okay.
All right. But you think that Preston was involved in all this?
Well, possibly. He's up to something. He just
I
doesn't-
agree.
He also smells funny. That's
I've
another word.
noticed that.
Yes.
What does he smell like?
Foul.
Oh,
There you go.
like a sulfur.
Like yeah.
It's not a good smell.
Like a plastic fire.
I have not noticed this at all.
Really? You should smell him. I mean, don't. It's terrible. It smells like
Yeah,
a
stay
plastic
away.
fire.
Stay
I'll see him on Saturday.
All right. Get a waft. Don't go up and smell him. You'll pass out.
That's
But
how that's how it is. It crumbles into farge.
Yeah.
Oh.
It could have been cross contamination from Crumbles into Farge, if I'm being
yeah.
honest. But that's currently how I.
Hand sanitizer. Remember.
Oh,
I will.
the chat is asking if you still have the scratch and sniff cards for Earthbound.
Oh.
You know, I don't.
Oh.
I had the so I had them.
Mhm.
I took them out of the dingus,
Is it dingus?
and then I promptly lost them.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh goodness! Do you remember the issues of EGM that had the little advertisements and all that stuff?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I
those were so good.
subscribed to them. I prefer them over Game Pro.
I've still got those
Yeah.
issues. The scratch and sniff doesn't work anymore, though.
You scratched and sniffed
There's
it all
a
away.
limited lifetime on
Yeah.
those.
No doubt. No doubt.
William, are you reading or playing anything good?
I think I might be done with Dune.
Oh, you gave up on Dune? You were so into it.
It's the world is very interesting. I don't know what I was expecting from a novel written by a man in the 80s. I'm a little annoyed that this young Mary Sue gentleman who is currently fulfilling like 8 prophecies and has like 9 titles. But the one that bothers me, there's these cool group of women called the Bene Gesserit, and they basically have psychic powers to shorten it. But he's this guy who will learn these powers, but also is a man. Could you imagine, Noah? Somebody with the magic powers of a space witch, but is also a man. Isn't that mind-blowing?
This sounds terrible.
Yeah, I hate it.
I'm guessing you guys haven't read Dune.
Dune? No.
No?
Yeah, it's all right. You don't got it.
Wait, is that the book about the spice?
Yes.
Yeah, spice is life.
McCormick.
Yeah.
That's the one where McCormick battles.
Well, that's where the planet Arrakis is where all that spice comes from. McCormick spice.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys knew more about Dune than I was expecting. Fantastic.
Bet you it
You know
smells like
McCormick
Montreal
Spice
Steak
Company,
seasoning.
right?
No.
Okay, cool. It was a goof.
Okay. I don't know anything about Dune or spices.
Or flavoring food.
Not a cook. You can ask anybody. Not a cook.
See, no, not a, confirmed.
Not a cook. So real briefly, I've been reading. I read. I got another Deadpool comic. Yeah.
That guy.
I'm a big fan of any time Deadpool fights a guy. So I got Deadpool versus Old Man Logan.
Ooh.
And I was super excited for it. There was no reason for him to be Old Man Logan. It could have just been Logan, and it would have been the exact same story. And I was very, very disappointed by that.
Yeah, Old Man is very setting centered.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's just Wolverine.
Yeah, so it was just like an older version of Wolverine. And they never explained why he was there. He's just
Yeah.
like, I'm just older now.
I bet you the banter in that was really good.
There was some solid banter in it. They're trying to save a mutant who has the power of teleportation, but not of humans, of objects. So like she starts throwing cars at people and stuff like that. And
Fascinating.
yes, and spoiler, they realize that Old Man Logan gets captured, and they didn't know how they were going to get out. So she teleports Wolverine's antimantium into Deadpool.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he's like, "I've waited my whole life to do this." Spanicket. Oh.
It didn't work.
No, it works, but he said the wrong word. And that was really the only reason to read the comic. So I saved you a few
We
bucks.
gotta get you into some comics, man.
Yeah, get some
Apparently,
comics, man.
They're so worthwhile.
Logan got aged after
We'll see.
Battleworld and got folded back into reality. So they
Thank you, Jeff Stormer.
schooled us.
We end all of our podcasts with a game. And we're going to mix up the game a little bit because I don't want you guys to have to choose. So I'm going to have you both play. We're going to actually see some Cyberhawk versus Cyberhawk action, which I don't think has ever happened in the history of Chikara.
No, sir.
Yeah,
We've never, ever faced one another.
So we're going to play a game. I forget what game you played last time we were on Razerhawk, but we're going to play a game called Pointless. This is a game that I stole from Grego, and Grego stole from British television. I'm going to ask you a question that has many correct answers.
Okay.
You want to give me the least popular of those answers. Basically, I went on the hit website Sporkle. Are you familiar with Sporkle?
Not at all.
But basically, they take these quizzes, and the more people that miss the answer you give, the less points you get, and it works like golf. The lowest score will win. I did a terrible job of explaining it this week.
I'm thoroughly confused.
Okay.
This is like Family Feud.
So, for example, I will ask you something like, name a spice. No, like name an electric Pokemon, for example. Name an electric Pokemon.
Pikachu.
Pikachu is probably the most common answer. So you want to pick someone more obscure that more people probably wouldn't have thought of.
Electrobuzz.
Exactly. So that would probably be a better answer for that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
The point is to lose.
The point is to lose, yes.
Yeah.
Now,
You still want it to be on the
but
board,
you still
though.
have to give me a correct answer.
Okay.
That's where it gets tricky.
All right.
So, since you guys are wrestlers, I
Can
don't think
I-
that's the-
Okay. It's like I can
that's
see
a
it.
different game. Since you guys are wrestlers, I have a list of every WWE wrestler that's held 2 titles at the same time. Will, we'll start with you for the first one. Give me the name of a wrestler that's held 2 titles at the same time.
I only know popular people. Or don't know who would have 2 titles.
Don't want to miss the board.
The Big Show.
The Big Show. All right. Danjerhawk.
MVP.
I'm sorry?
MVP.
MVP.
Your guess is as good as mine, man.
Yeah. You guys are adversaries now.
Yeah.
Razerhawk.
Kurt freaking Angle.
Kurt freaking Ankle.
Oh, that's probably right, huh?
All right. So I am looking through this list right now. And you know what name I don't see on here?
Is it The Big Show?
It's The Big
Yeah, that
Show. The
makes
Big
sense.
Show is nowhere on this list.
I don't know that he's ever had any titles.
Never held 2 titles at the same time. I will say, though, that MVP is 4th from the bottom.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good for only 31 points. Remember, you want the low score. Yeah, Will got a wrong answer, so that's 100 points. Yeah. And Razerhawk, Kurt Angle is in the middle, so that's 58 points. 58
that's pretty decent.
points,
All right.
yeah. The most commonly given answers is a tie between these 3 superstars, which I will never understand. Triple H, John Cena, and Test.
Test.
I don't know why Test is so high up on this list.
Yeah, who even knows who that
I don't even think that's right.
Has he held any? He just
I
kind of
remember-
stood behind
Yeah.
Degeneration
Yeah.
X.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
remember that guy that stood behind like X-Pac and Triple H?
Yeah.
Oh,
in
I
the
know exactly
background.
who Test is.
Yeah.
He has a really fly big boot.
Married Stephanie McMahon. I
Yeah.
believe.
Or it attempted to. And
Yeah,
then
he
Triple
did.
H
He
stole.
certainly did.
The only names lower than MVP on this list are Jeff Jarrett, Ken Shamrock,
Oh, I love Kenny.
and Canyon.
Who better than Canyon?
Who better than Canyon? Everybody.
Oh man!
Wow. So Danjerhawk firmly in the lead here, and
Wow,
we
good
are
job, man.
we are going to start with Danjerhawk on this one. Danjerhawk, I have Gen 1 Pokemon who are
I'm-
fly type, since
I'm
you
not
guys
aware
are
of this.
so fly.
I'm not aware of this Pokemon.
Ooh, this is going to make this
Yeah.
very difficult
All right,
for you.
buddy.
You can't name one fly Pokemon.
What if you name
for
an
me?
animal and then add a little thingy at the end of it?
Something bird sounding.
Yeah.
Fine. Go.
What?
What's the question?
I need a fly type Pokemon from Gen 1.
Flying type Pokemon. Come on, one with wings. He's never played this game, I swear.
I don't know.
Yeah, you missed the whole Pokemon Go trend. When did you get to Earth?
That's classified.
It's classified. Okay, all right.
I've been trying to come up with a bird name and then a thing at the end, and so far I've just named 2 Pokemon in my head.
Is this an I don't
Hey, you
know
kinda
out of
can't-
Danjerhawk?
You can't put like a name.
Finchy?
Yeah.
You could say Finchy. Yeah, I'm sure there's a Finchy now.
Hawker?
See,
A
that's
Hawker.
not a bad
Hawker.
one.
All right, that's a good try. That was a good try.
Hawker? All right. Yeah.
Razerhawk. Can you give me a Pokemon? Fly type Pokemon, Gen 1.
Now this is Slash, because I don't believe there was any pure flying types in Gen 1. All
Really?
the birds are normal flying.
Okay, that makes sense. Based on what I'm seeing on this list, that does make sense. What do you think, Razor?
Moltres.
Moltres.
This is
Moltres. Good choice. Good choice.
I am going to go with Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl. All right. So Hawker. I'm looking on this list. Not on here. Not on here. But
Might not be a Pokemon.
fantastic attempt. Right in the middle, I see Moltres. The most forgotten of the rare birds. So that's good for 83 points. Let me write that down. It's 100 for danger. And Aerodactyl a little bit further down. That's
Oh, nice.
56 points.
Made the list.
56
All right.
points. Yes. The number one, Fearo's actually pretty high.
Yeah,
I
people
hear
remember
that from
them.
the crowd. Number one is Pidgey,
Yeah.
and then the subsequent evolutions. The bottom are Golbat, Gyarados,
Yeah,
and
flying water.
and the most forgotten is Scyther.
Oh, wow.
Scyther, man. Yeah, you got Butterfree on this list.
I forgot
yeah.
Butterfree.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say. But nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and everybody acts like they forgot about Butterfree.
Butterfree.
I was waiting for you to get there. I knew where it was going, but I liked the journey.
The journey is the reward. Caw.
So since you guys are, hawks and birds,
And robots.
and robots,
Incorrect.
I have a list of all the birds that are also sports teams.
Sports team.
Yes, and just the major ones. So this is just your football, your baseball, your basketball, and your hockey. So I need it.
Hockey.
Yeah, hockey.
Now, are the
Yeah, let's
black
call that a major
are the Black
sport.
Hawks a bird
Oh,
or a
heel
tribe
turn.
of people?
Wow.
That's a good, it's a solid question. It's a solid
I
question
don't know a lot of sports
that I
teams,
can't
no.
speak of. Razerhawk, I need a bird that's also a sports team.
Oh, goodness. All right.
Bird that's also a sports team.
The Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
nice.
Blue Jays.
I'm like sitting here trying to come up with an unpopular one.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
non-Eagles
Nothing.
answer.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm going to go with the Orioles.
The Orioles. Orioles a bird?
It's a bird.
I thought it was just a weird looking man.
God, man, come on. You know sports.
Danjerhawk. I need a bird that's also a sports team.
Cincinnati Hawkers.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That's not a thing.
Danjerhawk. Really thinking about it. I'm getting a lot of crap from the chat for bringing up sports questions on our nerd show.
No pure flying until Gen 5.
Yep.
I know stuff.
Yeah, some good information. What are you thinking? You have a bird for me?
I'm thinking of all the common ones.
Yeah, that's what makes this game
It's
tough.
tricky.
It's very, very difficult.
But since the points of the game is to not get it correct, I will go with the Sacramento Kings.
What?
Oh,
No, you
it's
still need. No,
yeah.
you still need to be correct.
I got 100. the
No,
last
you
round.
want the low score. You want the lowest score. So you still want to give me a bird. Still want to give me a bird.
There's a team from Seattle.
Oh, yes, the Seahawks.
There you go.
Seahawks.
Good job, Danger.
There you go. Good teamwork despite being competitors. So let's see what we have on here. The Seahawks are the highest answer given. So
Oh, no.
No,
Trying to sabotage
out
me.
of the three. So that's 81 points. That's 81
It's
points.
not terrible.
Right below that are the Blue Jays. So that's 80 points. And Will said the Orioles, and the Orioles are right below the Blue Jays at 73 points. The most common answer is the Cardinals, because there's two of them. They exist in two sports. And then the bottom answers are the Ravens.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the Raven.
Yes.
Of Baltimore.
What
The
in the
Pelicans.
It's made up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
That's not
basketball
me.
team.
That's correct.
The Ducks, hockey, and the Penguins are the most forgotten bird. Most
They
forgotten.
don't fly. Oh,
The Atlanta Hawks
birds,
were
yeah.
right above the Falcons and right below the Eagles. All right, so I now have to do math. So if you guys could just talk amongst yourselves for a moment about, be nice to each other.
Now, the Cybertron that you're from, is that the same Cybertron the Decepticons are from?
Negative.
So there's two Cybertrons.
No, there's only one Cybertron. Transformers isn't real.
No, you're right.
Well,
Forgive me.
well, you're being ridiculous.
You're right. You have a friend
Quit
that was
bringing fiction
a
into
maybe
this.
robot killed by a sea monster, but I'm silly for thinking Transformers are real.
Correct.
Sea
Um,
They're in
monsters are very-
disguise, Noah.
they
You
are, in
wouldn't-
fact,
you
in
wouldn't
disguise.
know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Every truck is maybe Optimus Prime.
Is that true?
Yes.
I better be nicer to trucks.
That's the Schrodinger's prime theory is what they call that.
Schrodinger's prime.
Mm-hmm.
All right. After doing some math, Will, you have a score of 229 points.
Oh, well done. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Razerhawk, a little bit better, 221 points.
Oh.
And then Danjerhawk, Danjerhawk,
Thank you.
I had it right the first time.
212 points. That means Danjerhawk is our winner
Nice.
Wow.
of Pointless. Fantastic work.
Very, very fly. Good
Thank
call.
you.
Yes, it's Cyber with an X. Thank you, chat. We have to get out of here. Anything you guys want to plug?
Yes, if you guys want to watch us do our thing, you can see it this Saturday live at the Wrestle Factory in Philadelphia. Streaming on chikaratopia.com. And if you go to chikaratopia.com and you sign up, you get a free 7-day trial. It's gonna be a fly contest. We're gonna be taking on Crumbles and Defarge. Travis Huckabee is gonna be taking on Blanche Babish, and also a little over a week from now is our 16-year anniversary show, Anniversario. The exact same Hawk channel, the exact same Hawk time. Yeah, goodness. Check it out, chikaratopia.com. Sign up, get a 7-day free trial, and yeah, follow us online at Twitter. I'm Razerhawk2000. He's Danjerhawk2000. That's Danjer, and I'm Razer. And yeah, man, thank you for having us on.
Is the Hour of Power and Anniversario at the same time?
No,
No,
they're
they're
not
not.
at the same time. I'm sorry.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I misspoke. Hour of Power is going to be at 7 p.m. this Saturday. Anniversario is 3 p.m. next Saturday.
Excellent, excellent. So be sure to check all of that out on chikaratopia.com. Also, go to chikaratix.com if
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
interested in joining us at the Wrestle Factory. It's a fantastic time. Will, anything you would like to add?
Yeah, I'm just changing my Twitter name to Will Hawk.
Excellent,
I am now
excellent,
a
yeah.
member of the Cyberhawks.
Yeah. Be sure to go to Anniversario where we see the Cyberhawks and
2000.
Will.
Ooh, oh yeah.
We're going
Will
to
Hawk
see
2000.
Mr. Will take on Murloc. It's
Oh,
gonna
by
be fly.
myself now. Oh,
One
great.
on one.
Well, yeah, you're going to
Yeah, I
get in
think
there
we're just
first.
going to sit this one out.
All right, yeah, this has worked out great. Excellent. So Anniversario,
Get off.
Cyberhawks and Will versus the murky menaces from the deep. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Be sure to give us 5 stars on iTunes, 5 stars on Stitcher, vote for us on podcastline.com. make us the podcast of the month. You can also watch us on or listen to us on Wildfire Radio. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to watch live on Twitch, it's every Thursday at 8 p.m. on Plus 2 Comedy. Thank you to Net Neutrality. It passed. And it's going to stick around. Yay, Net Neutrality for making the show possible. This is the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast. Thank you guys so much.